Mentioned this one earlier. MSNBC analyst, this is Daily Caller again, Trump basically shouted the N-word. MSNBC analyst and GOP strategist Steve Schmidt said Tuesday morning that President Trump basically said the N-word by deriding NFL players as sons of bitches. Now again, we go back. 75% illegitimacy rate in the black community. Nobody's going to take a knee over that. No, they're going to get offended over Trump saying the words sons of bitches. That's what we need to get offended about, okay? Schmidt said during a panel on MSNBC Live that he watched an NFL player get jammed up when someone asked him if Trump is a racist. Again, amazing that Trump only became a racist when he ran as a Republican, having previously appeared with black leaders for years and even decades down the line, spoke at black events, donated money for inner city projects to help the black community. Oh, but as soon as he runs as a Republican, he's a racist, as are all his supporters, according to Hillary Clinton. So Schmidt said, let me say it. He's a racist. Absolutely incredibly novel, original insult there. Well done. Schmidt argued that Trump's battle with the kneeling NFL protesters during his rally in Alabama proves that he is a racist and, in fact, is basically shouting the N-word. That's what he's just basically shouting the N-word because he made a point which you disagree with. So he as good as said the N-word. Okay, you're insane. You're hysterical. Quote, you look at that speech in Alabama to an all-white crowd. Again, wasn't all white. There are actually black people in Alabama. There are actually black Trump supporters. I know you don't recognize them as actual people who have their own volition and ability to think because you have the bigotry of low expectations and you're the actual racist. But no, there were black people in that crowd. Quote, we need to get real about this in this country. The president of the United States goes down there and he talks about us and those people. He came as proverbially as close as you can possibly come to shouting at a rally the N-word. That's what he did down there. Actually didn't come anywhere close to it. Didn't even make anything racial out of it. But you're so hopped up on the frigging race card every single day with your anti-Trump hysteria that even when he doesn't even approach racial rhetoric, you say he basically said the N-word. No, you're insane. Shut up. This is another one, Huffington Post. This is even more stupid. Donald Trump prefers violent football so more black players get hurt, says ESPN analyst. Because ESPN, which is now the social justice network, has basically ceased being a sports network. When President Donald Trump spoke in Alabama on Friday against NFL players who kneeled during the national anthem, he also appeared to come out in favor of concussions. During his speech, Trump argued that rules designed to minimize concussions and CTE, a neurodegenerative disease, are ruining the game. So you probably remember the quote. Trump said today, if you hit too hard, 15 yards, throw him out of the game. They had that last week. I watched for a couple of minutes. Two guys, just really beautiful tackle, boom, 15 yards. The referee gets on television. His wife is sitting at home. She's so proud of him. They're ruining the game. So Trump thinks that they're ruining the game, that it's becoming too pansy, that people aren't allowed to tackle each other properly. No, that's racist. What? What? ESPN analyst Kevin Blackstone was interviewed by MSNBC's Nicole Wallace, what a combination that is, to argue a shocking point. The reason the president prefers violent football games is because it ensures more black men get hurt. Yes, that's obviously the reasonable, logical conclusion that anyone would jump to if somebody said that. Obviously, he's talking about that it's not as physical as it once was and that it's ruining the game because it's not as competitive and hard-hitting. Anyone with half a brain cell could gauge that from what he said. But no, we have to turn it into something racist because that's the essence of intersectionality. Every little frigging thing is a racial microaggression. So this idiot ESPN analyst said, quote, you look at stacking by position and those positions that suffer the greatest from CTE, they're the positions that black males are more likely to play. Well, what? 70% of the NFL is black anyway. Like, that's an argument. Blackstone said the fact that Trump dismissed details like that as well as suggesting CTE or chronic traumatic encephalopathy, pronunciation, does not exist, shows a callousness towards the athletes, adding, and particularly the black athletes who play this game. Trump did not have to say explicitly anything about black players, but it came across loud and clear. So it's the exact same as the previous instance with him saying the N-word. Say, oh, he didn't actually say the N-word, but he might have well have said the N-word because we're hysterical and we think literally everything that rolls out of his mouth is racist. So we're just going to say he basically said the N-word. We're just going to say he basically said he wants black people to die. He wants black people to get concussions. Oh, my God. The Trump derangement syndrome truly knows no bounds.
What the aging process is when the cell replicates, we lose a little bit of our telomeres. Telomeres are the little cups on the end of our chromosomes.
And when it runs out, you start dying. Secure your DNA force today at InfoWarsLife.com.